All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Card Talk. I'm Ryan, joined as always by Tyler and Lou. And today we have some additional guests. Court and Jay will be joining us as we wrap up Season 3 of Card Talk. This is the third ever season in review we've done. It's kind of crazy to believe. We've made it through 3 full seasons here, but we are going to do that today. But first, we will start with the usual, little pre-holiday, as Tyler calls it, a little pre-holiday. What's on your mind? So Ty, we'll kick it over to you and start with you.
This is my favorite time of the year. It's not an easy time of the year for many, but I'm very thankful and grateful for this crew. We got Jay and Court on here, who are the real power players, plus Judy, who's not here, behind Card Talk. Thankful and grateful, and always kind of pinch myself the amount of people I talk to on a daily, weekly basis that consume Card Talk. I'm excited for what we have in store ahead in 2023. We've had some very candid convos amongst ourselves about where we're going to take this thing, and I'm really excited. I think that it'd be I'd be remiss to not remark on the state of the overall, I would say, economy or hobby, or the fluctuations in what sport cards or alternative assets have been for the last 2.5 years. And it's been a crazy ride that I think I've learned a lot from, and I'm grateful for. And it's something we've always discussed as kind of the learnings and what this hobby is able to teach people, and connections and networking and all that. And so I just want to say it's December 20th, 12/20/2022. And I'm excited for the year-end recap. I'm excited to get home with the fam, make some hot chocolate with milk over the stove. Not just, heat up some water and a little cocoa mix, but some real hot chocolate. And I got to watch the Jets on Sunday with Lou, which was a lot of fun, but we lost. And
All right,
the
Lou.
World Cup. The World Cup.
The idea that you didn't bring up the World Cup final there is bananas to me. Like, your number one thing, like the thing you care about most in the world, probably the best World Cup final of all time, and not a peep.
I love Ty, man. Shout out to him.
That's my guy.
I mean, my guy's giving Court and Jay and Judy and everybody vibes, and
He's in a holiday spirit. Forgot all about sports.
Upbeat, and he's like, "Yeah, man, World Cup. Next, see you in
because Mbappe lost. And Mbappe would have won. He would have led the show with it.
Yeah, for sure. Man,
the World Cup final was insane. I actually got to watch it at the Jets game before the game started on the big screen, and the whole stadium was going bananas. They're like 30% filled it was at that point, but like the place was going crazy for all the goals. So that was fun. But what's on my mind? I don't have anything crazy to say. I'm obviously thankful for Courtney. I'm obviously thankful for Jay. I'm thankful for Judy. I'm thankful for everyone. 1:37 p.m. GMG, Ryan, Tyler. I love you guys very, very much. But I did get a car wash yesterday, and and it's been glorious. It was like a 15-minute ride home, and I was just smelling the fresh, clean air in the car post car wash, and it was like the greatest feeling of my entire life. So I wanted Ryan to know that. And then just the only other thing on my mind is that the Jets are probably, potentially, maybe not, but most likely out of the playoffs, and that's a sad time for me. So I'm dealing with that emotionally as well. So if you feel me dragging during the show, that's what it is, because I'm still pretty sad about it.
I'm gonna put it on wax. Jets are making the playoffs.
I hope.
Nah. I would definitely. We could spend all day arguing about the Jets and the Patriots.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And Ohio State, Georgia, Penn State, the significance of bowl games. I mean, those are conversations we've had plenty of this year. So I would just repeat what Tyler and Lou said about, thankful for this podcast. It's crazy to think it's been 3 years now, right? We started this, and looking back on it, it's like how crazy things were in 2020, right? We bought something, it went up, and by the time you got it, then the market cools off, and card shows, right? We did Dallas. Like, it's funny looking back at some of those early Dallas clips when you look back and we're like, I remember watching the clip And I think my exact quote was like, Luka cards are priced at $1,300 here for PSA 10s, but they're definitely not selling, right? And you look back on it, and I had a conversation with somebody about this the other day, but like Luka Optic Holo 10s got up to $7,000. I think they're like $1,400 now. And you look back on some of these things, and it's like, what a crazy year it's been. But it's been fun to do it with everybody here. So it's been a fun 3 years. So definitely excited for 2023. I think there's a lot of cool stuff in store there. Yeah, I mean, by the time we record another podcast, we'll know who's going to play in the national title. That's definitely what's on my mind, right? Ohio State got the doors blown off. You guys know at this point how much I care about Ohio State. So hopefully there's a little juice left in the tank for Georgia, but we'll see. But yeah, just crazy. We're 11 days away from the end of 2022. So it's wild, but excited to record the third one of these and see what Jay and Court came up with. Shout out to Court for being involved for sure, man. Like that'll definitely keep this like well-rounded, and everybody will get a fair shot and some good and some bad. If Jay was in this,
That's right.
If this is all Jay, it would not be very good, especially for Tyler and I. It would definitely be pro Lou.
I control the final cut though. So, I mean, Courtney definitely got her 2 cents in for sure, but like I edited the thing down yesterday. So
I want to make one quick comment on the clips, and it's too late now, so it's fine. But for 2023, I need an enemy in my life, so I need the clips that I can use on social to go after Ryan. So when I say something bad, I need it to be posted so that Ryan can take a victory lap, so that when I'm eventually proven right, I can go back to that later.
Well, there's a lot of clips here, and there's
Perfect.
a lot. There's going to be plenty that Ryan can use. I can promise you that.
Perfect.
It was a wild season going through each episode, so I can't wait for this.
Can we get a quick what's on your mind from Court and Jay?
Ooh,
Keep it tight.
Ladies first.
Jay, you want to go first?
No, always ladies first. Go ahead.
Okay. Shoot. Well, what's been on my mind, honestly, has been food because I'm going home to my family. So I'm going to eat some good home-cooked food. I also tried coffee for the first time recently. So I'm looking, there's a little coffee shop right next to my house that's really good. So I want to go there. And, just spending time with the fam. It's going to be great.
Hey, shout out to Court, though, for being up at 6:15 California time to record Card Talk with a bunch of people on the East Coast every Tuesday. So shout out to Court, because I know I couldn't do it.
no chance.
Yeah, I mean,
Courtney is one of the hardest workers that I've been around in my career. I just want to say that and put that on wax. And to think that she just is being introduced to coffee in her life is like a whole new unlock that I think people aren't ready for. So y'all better watch out, because Courtney with coffee in 2023 is a dangerous proposition for people.
Definitely. Thank you, Dad.
That's a fire content series, Courtney with coffee.
Hey, there we go.
For me, I'm just like, I was kind of talking to the guys a couple of minutes ago about, how crazy it is. This is our third season recap. I mean, from all the trips to the National and our live events and Dallas and Columbus and all the places we've all traveled together, like, it's like a bunch of brothers. And then, we got introduced to our sister Courtney, who's just crushing it on the content. And, we're just one big crazy family. Like the text message is gives me life on days where I'm bored. You look down and just some wacky, if the Jets lose, I always know I'm going to look down and see some trash talk from Ryan. It translates to real life outside of the show. So, all the banter and everything that goes on here, it definitely is, it's not contrived and made up for podcast views. This is real life. It's I
want to kill Ryan every Sunday.
I couldn't, I just like for a job to be able to do this for a living, it's unbelievable, and I'm just psyched to be part of the fam.
Love it.
We appreciate you, Jay.
All right, well, shout out to you guys for filtering through every single episode in 2022 to come up with the year in review. So we'll kick it over to you guys, and I guess we'll let you take it from there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna introduce a few good takes before we get into all the bad ones.
Oh God.
And there are a lot of bad ones this year. Now, it's interesting because there's so much arguing on the show and so many like different sides that like built into good takes are also bad takes, and built into bad takes are also good takes, depending on, so what I tried to do was, if there were two people that agreed, with the good take, then it made it to the good takes. And if there were two people, or two or three people that were on the bad take side, then it made it to the bad take. So the first one, I'm not going to give too many segues. I'm just going to let the clips talk to you.
What about the Logoman? We had predictions.
Do you feel bad about what you said?
I'm actually really surprised. Really surprised. I really thought it was going to be
why you're
more.
surprised, because it was very clear to Tyler and I what was going on, and we adjusted our prediction accordingly.
That's a good job out of you guys, honestly. Like, that's on me. I should have adjusted.
I can't believe you're admitting that you were wrong about this.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us, and we'll be more prepared for the next one. But yeah, definitely just optimism, and I expected it to do 4.8, 5.2. Like, I expected it to do those numbers. I really did.
What did it end up doing?
The Logoman, I believe, did 2.4. Look that up right now.
Was that the triple non-autograph, the triple LeBron Logoman?
Yep.
Yeah. Ty's still upset about that card. Still upset.
Why are you upset? Because it was too expensive?
Yeah, remember his whole argument was that like LeBron wears a million jerseys. These aren't that great. It's just like 3 LeBron jerseys cost way less than that. Like, why are you buying this card?
I think a base Mbappe Kaboom is a more valuable card than that.
All right, well, I don't know about that, Ty.
I respect the take.
What do you think would sell for? What's going to sell for more? You know that jersey I sent in the chat, the Game 7, 2013 one, will sell for more money than that card, I would think, right?
Yeah, I mean, Ravel said it would do somewhere between 3 to 5,
which is our point exactly. Like that was literally our point.
Correct. Yeah, especially if they're like 3 early season games.
I mean, it was a completely manufactured chase, which teach their own. I just have no interest in that card. I also badly, with every ounce of me, want an Mbappe Kaboom. You think I could trade my gold Neymar PSA 9 Kaboom for a base Mbappe PSA 10 Kaboom?
I don't follow soccer enough to know.
What does Neymar Gold do? Do you know?
I mean, there's just not many of them, so it doesn't really do.
It hasn't done.
It hasn't really done.
All right, Jay, what's next?
All right, so this player is somebody that we've been talking about for obviously a few seasons. Lou does not think he's as good as everybody else seems to, and he's not having a tough season, but he's not having his best season, and
for sure.
So let's run this one.
What are your thoughts on the $264,000 Josh Allen gold vinyl PSA 10 rookie out of 5 non-autograph sale from this weekend? I believe it was on Golden.
I would love to know comparable sales. I've never seen it. Can't recall off the top of my head, trying to think another recent guy for some gold, but
gold vinyl.
Good gold vinyl. Sorry. Good for that person who owns it. I hope they are confident in Josh going forward. Yeah, I'm not going to attack somebody for spending $270,000 on the card. If they feel good about it, they feel good about it. But
Josh Allen's pretty good.
I wonder what's going to happen when he loses offensive coordinator who built this.
There it is.
Bro, hold on. Aren't they the number 1 seed in the AFC?
No.
They're not. The Chiefs are, but they're the number 2 seed. But Josh Allen just, he had a 3-week stretch where he threw one touchdown and 6 picks, and he just hasn't looked the same this year.
Josh Allen's fifth in yards, 3rd in TDs, and 3rd in total QBR.
Didn't he also have major nerve damage in his elbow this year?
Yeah, he did deal with that, Tyler.
How much you want to bet he gets bounced in the first round?
I'll take that bet.
Deal.
Ooh. Yeah. Live wager.
Don't even care who it is.
All right, so on the next one, this is one of the more controversial releases of the year. Tyler and I were ahead of it. Ryan and Lou were non-believers.
Oh,
Tell me about these NetPro cards.
Alcatraz.
Oh,
Like day of
Jay,
release of what?
Jay
Alcaraz.
come in. Jay has
Jay,
been
Jay.
walking, cooking with the NetPro team. Obviously, this set is near and dear to Card Talk's heart. We're doing some work with them.
I love Lou's laugh.
Yeah, they're going to sell the cards individually. So at a certain time, you'll be able to log in. The store will be open, and I'm in my head. I can imagine like they're probably going to sell some of these cards. This is a total guess, but $1,000 maybe, something like that. Like who knows?
Let's play over under on the numbered to 100 Alcaraz RPA.
Yeah, as long as you're
I'm
under.
gonna
you're
go
eligible.
1250.
That's so much money, man.
$249.99.
Right? Can I be honest? If they sell them for $249, I'm buying as many as I can buy. I'll buy 100 of them.
We're talking about the add 100, like the patch
He's
auto.
gonna spend 250.
Yeah, I would say probably like my guess for how they price it is probably $499.99. What did it sell for again?
$1,000. I'm sticking with
That's
my
a lot.
$1,500.
I would buy a couple at that price. I think. Ty, if they sell them for $1,000 and they sell out in a couple minutes, what do you think the resale would be on those on eBay? Like almost. I mean, I feel like they're only about 100.
That card went from 2,500 to 30 grand when he won the U.S. Open, and obviously came flying back down. But I mean, at $1,000,
It sure did come flying back down, Jay.
Yeah, sure did.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
even
everything in the world did. But
Shows you how much I know about tennis because I called him Alcatraz, which is
A jail.
a jail. So
the
really,
of 250 auto just did bin for 1,500 on eBay 3 days ago. I don't know what it.
I think it was 249. I think that car was 249, but the patch autos to 50. They were
there
25.
wasn't any autos at 249, was there? I was almost positive they were all more than that.
I have no clue.
I don't think it matters. I think the point is that me and Ryan were wrong, and Tyler and Jay were correct.
That's why I made it to the good takes because it was
Now.
50-50. But since I was setting it up.
Now,
Has Carl
what
Alcaraz
I'll
like participated in a tournament since this moment, or?
He has, and he lost to my guy, the Dane, Holger Rune. But what I'll say is also
Win-win for Tyler there.
there's something that wasn't really part of that take, which is that the guy was like he was a middle of the pack young phenom, and then went and won the U.S. Open, like in one of the greatest performances through a tournament. So that played into all this. He could have got bounced in the second. He played like a 5-set match in like the second round, and like if he got bounced, those cards would not have
Yeah, some impeccable timing for
done
sure.
those numbers.
What also played in was Ty was way ahead, months and months and months ahead of the Alcaraz. Was scheduling articles to be written about the guy on 1:37 p.m. and was calling him the next guy, and then he went and won the U.S. Open. So
That's true.
credit
All
to
that
Ty.
said, I never transacted a single Alcaraz card. Just for all those that are listening and saying, "Ooh, I did all these things."
Add that to the list of things that we've not executed
Yeah.
on, and it's
Exactly.
disgusting.
Yeah, correct.
All right. The next one is the biggest win of the year. It
Kirk
was
Cousins?
the finest take out there, and it belongs to Mr. Johnson.
Wow.
AJ. Ooh, that's a good fit, I
I won't say this much. The Jets crushed the draft. I mean,
Same
just crushed it, man. I mean,
I was right.
Amon Gardner, right?
Beast.
You got
Sauce.
and then you can take the best wide receiver in the draft
Beast.
at 10.
Agree.
Accurate.
And then you
Accurate.
get the best running back in the draft,
Sorry.
Accurate as well.
right? Then you get a top 3, top 5 pass rusher and top 3 tight end.
Yep. Accurate. It's a great take.
It's
It's hard
fantastic.
to argue.
Yeah.
It means nothing in 2022,
I will
though.
say we got a lot to work on in 2023. If we have 3 good takes, one of them's about a tennis player none of us spot. One of them's about Luton. Josh Allen's not that good, but he's actually decent. And then the Jets drafted a bunch of guys. Like, if those are our good takes, we got 2023 is going to be a long year, guys. We got to figure some stuff out.
Listen,
what
people
we're
don't
gonna-
listen to this show for smart opinions. They listen to it for stupid stuff we say on a weekly basis.
It's just that there's so many funny, outrageously bad takes that are ready to fire out that I, in the interest of keeping this not to 5 hours, we had to cut some good takes out to get the bad ones in.
What about the One Piece take?
Well, that's got to be proven correct. That could be a 2024 take, right?
Yeah, just like MPJ comeback player of the year.
I knew that was coming.
2029 MPJ comeback player of the year, baby.
Don't blow that one yet, because that's coming, Ryan. Let's wait for it.
Oh my
All
lord.
right, let's just jump right into the bad takes. I was at a certain playoff game, and Ryan was ready to fire away when I got back.
The first one we have to talk about. My man Jay was there, got to witness it firsthand. Ryan Tannehill stinks. We had a debate on this show. We took it to social media, and people tried to convince, including Tyler, that this man was a top 12 NFL quarterback. He is terrible. I don't know why you guys ever thought this man was any good.
He may still be a top 12 quarterback.
Oh,
in a world where Aaron Rodgers hasn't done dick in a game that matters in 10 years, he might still be a top 10 quarterback.
They lost because of Ryan Tannehill.
That was Joe Burrow's run to the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Little did we know that Ryan Tannehill was losing to the GOAT himself.
True.
That is spectacular.
Ryan's Bengals. All right. Well,
real quick, Ryan Tannehill, for all he is and all he isn't, they're good every year. Like they are like the Bengals of 2000, like the mid to late 2000s. Like they are them, but just a step above. A well-run organization. Their quarterback plays within himself. Doesn't make that many mistakes. You could do a lot worse in the NFL than Ryan Tannehill. I would know from experience.
a lot worse. I'll take Ryan Tannehill next year.
100%.
You mean like starting Baker Mayfield on a Monday night?
Won me a fantasy matchup, so I'm chilling.
Jay, what's next?
Well,
Tannehill is still that boy, and I would take him as the Jets quarterback for the next 2 seasons. We'd be exceptional. We'd be at 11 wins.
Super Bowl
right now
contender.
with Tannehill is our quarterback.
Yeah, it's definitely a step up from what you guys have now.
Well, Lou didn't present this take this season, but he did finally concede it this season.
Mm.
And then
Shohei.
Gonna win him back-to-back MVP.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, I think it's probably the all-time incorrect take on the history of the show. Can I own that as like the worst take on the history of the show?
Flash in the panty.
Lou, honestly, like, I'm not ready to give that to you yet. Like, Tyler thinks MPJ is like comeback player of the year in 2029. So, like, we just got to see how this plays out. There's a lot.
It's a little bit of a wait and see, but I feel pretty confident. The thing about Ohtani is this.
Here we go.
The thing about Ohtani is this. They are so bad, right? The Angels are so bad. And they are a rival in that, like, they're a rival, like the Jets are a rival to the Patriots 5 years ago. Like, they're just a fly that goes around my face, and I had to just look at them and think about them. Once Ohtani gets traded, I'll be fully, well, depending on where he goes, I'll be fully okay with him and think that he's awesome.
New York Mets.
Unless he ends up in New York.
He will.
The Mets
But
sounds
with the
fine.
Mets,
He's not going to the Yankees, that's for sure. So, like,
he wants to win.
I definitely own that. He's very amazing, and I'm pissed I made that take because
Can you imagine? I got into like random deep TikTok last night. Wes Welker had that one game where he like kicked mad field goal. Like Orlando Mara got hurt, and he was like,
he got extra points, right, or whatever.
Place kicker, extra point, field goal. He made an extra point, field goal, returned a kick, caught a pass, like all in the same game. Could you imagine being a top elite pitcher and top elite hitter?
It's actually so crazy.
Sustain for long, but like that's nutty.
I think it might sustain, which is the craziest part.
Yeah, he's good. The guy's good.
Yeah, they got 3.1 ERA. Crazy.
Ryan, the next one, I spared you the original take, but I am gonna play.
This has got to be Jalen Hurts or something.
Pause. I have breaking news. Oh no!
Explain.
The Vikings are waiving quarterback.
That's terrible. Oh, that's hilarious. That's perfect. It happened on Card Talk. Oh, you hate to see it. That's freaking terrible.
You kind of love to see it.
That's terrible. That's tough. Oh gosh.
He's on the Browns now, huh?
Yeah.
You didn't play the original. We don't have the original when the Vikings go 0-6 take.
It was just so all over the place because, like, to be fair, now I don't usually get Ryan's back very often, but to be fair, Ryan's take was not that
Kellen Mond would be
Cousins
good.
was going to be benched. His take was if the Vikings get off to a bad start, he's going to be benched. The Vikings got off to a great start, so there was no reason to bench him. Now, Kellen Mond getting cut was a tough look, so I figured we just put the part where Kellen Mond got cut.
But he thought the Vikings would get off to a bad start.
That's correct. Thank you, Ty.
Kirk Cousins.
The basis of the take is Kirk Cousins is bad. They will start poorly, then they will sit him.
Agreed. That is absolutely the take.
That's fair.
Meanwhile, I mean,
It had nothing to do with Kellen Mond being good. It's Kirk Cousins
Yes,
stinks.
it was Kirk Cousins stinks. That's a fact.
You were saying that they were not going to be a good team this year, that they were going to
Which they might not be. That's the crazy
They're
part.
good.
They could be the
Kirk
biggest.
Cousins is not. I do not believe in Kirk Cousins. I'll never, ever, ever change that opinion. Ever.
How can
won't
you
change.
say that when he's like right behind Josh Allen in every stat and you love Josh Allen?
He's just not that good. I just no. I can't get it. I can't get behind it.
All right. There's two clips back to back here. I hate to play these, but I have to.
Absolute embarrassment from anything involving me in the NFL this weekend. Just absolutely hate to see it. First and foremost, Jalen Hurts and Kirk Cousins look like they're probably top 5 in MVP voting this week. Just absolutely crushed.
You hate to see it.
Just hate to see that. Tua, I'm still just not ever gonna say he's good. Just not getting behind that. But Kirk
He kind
Cousins,
of can't really throw.
yeah, not really.
Hate to see that.
Pause it 1 second. I do think Tua is bad, Brian.
I still do too.
Play this, Jay.
Okay, so now I'm sorry. There's two clips back to back. These are the two clips back to back. I forgot to mark one. So these are the two back to back, and these I really hate to play.
Hearing
If you
how rough it was, just to hear all this shit I heard from you two the last 5 weeks, 6 weeks about the Jets are good. Here we go. It's New York. We're good. We're back. We're gonna win something. We're gonna play meaningful games. Just to lose again to the Patriots
Look at
for
Lou's
the
face.
13th straight time. You're not back. You're not relevant, and you're not gonna play meaningful games. We might not either, but I know for sure the New York Jets are. And you know who else probably isn't going to play any meaningful games anytime soon?
Just a ricochet shot.
Penn State. Zach Wilson stinks. He's terrible. And I love it. And I waited all weekend to talk about the Jets.
First question.
But
What's the Patriots record?
4-3.
No, that's wrong. So that leads to my second question. If you don't watch the games, shut the up. I can't believe you walked right into that. That was perfect. You are an idiot. Worry about the Browns. Worry about Ohio State. That's not my problem. If you get to the playoff and you can beat Georgia, fine. Until then, shut your mouth.
But wait, because 3 weeks later, Lou came back for
What's your
more.
mind for this big game? What's going through your
I'm
head?
talking about Jets Patriots.
Jets, Patriots.
I'll keep it very simple.
We know it. They know it.
It's true still. Made it very clear. Our revenge was on their mind. They know that they're better than the Patriots. I know that they're better than the Patriots. You don't know that because you didn't see the game. But everyone who saw the game knows who the better team is and why the Jets lost. This sucks. It's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
They're gonna walk into New England. They're gonna win the game. They're gonna be in first place in the AFC East, and they're not gonna give it back. I have so much PTSD.
Agree. I couldn't agree more.
The Patriots stink, right? Like they're not good. That's true.
Yeah, that wasn't not either, so that works out well.
Yikes. That was tough to watch. That was tough to watch.
On a Pro Jets.
How dare you
podcast, then.
pause? How dare you pause and come at Penn State like that?
Yeah, that was a ricochet.
Penn State. Because that was the London trip. That's when we beat Penn State.
Yeah,
I'm
Ryan had a lot
aware.
of built-up frustration.
Dude, that was fucking great. Okay, I'm next. Whatever's next.
Meanwhile,
No,
we're playing in the
hang
Rose
on a
Bowl.
second. You agree that the Patriots are the worst team in the division, right?
No. You're the worst team in the division.
What?
As
I mean,
it
I
sits
guess
right
we
now,
lost to you twice. It is what it is. But like,
Yeah, I mean, who has a brighter outlook for 2023? The Jets.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
the Jets.
Whoa. I got really scared for a second.
No.
Damn.
Okay. So
Wait,
My
hold
good-
on. Hold
Yeah.
on. Can we go back to the Penn State thing real quick?
Oh, God.
have fun.
Did y'all watch that Sunday night football game where there was just Penn State players scoring touchdowns all over the field?
How about Dotson, huh?
Dude's a player. Dude's a real
It's
player.
too bad he has Taylor Heineke, but like,
Does
I don't
have
think Taylor
studies.
I don't think Taylor Heineke is that bad.
I don't think so either.
I mean,
But
it's
it makes
five-
me
it was-
think Tannehill's really good.
He was 5-1 up to that game.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Zach Wilson
Can't
was
argue it.
5-1 and 1.2.
Yeah, fair. Touche.
Penn State's playing in a Rose Bowl.
That's great, man. I'm super excited for you, and I hope you guys win for sure.
I
Big
appreciate
Ten
that.
guy. Big Ten guy.
I picked up on that too. That's progress. That's growth. That's real growth. Did you
All
put
right.
my bad take in here? Because I think about it a lot. That for like a good 2 or 3 week stretch, I thought that there was a 12-team playoff in college next year.
No, I did not.
That was like a 3-week thing.
But I
yeah, I just
appreciate
got
you
to cell
calling it out.
phone that. Yeah, I was like so ready to like for a meaningful game next year, but we got 2 years. But I think we're gonna make the playoff next year.
All right. Well, when I present a fantastic take and get ripped to shreds on it on the show, you know it's and then it comes out to be correct. You know it's making it to the bad take section.
Who's going to be in
This
the
is-
Final Four and who's winning it all this year?
Let's also get Jay's on the record there. Duke, NC, Arizona, LSU, Arizona, Duke final, Arizona to win it. So Jay's on the record as well.
You have North Carolina going to the Final Four.
Damn. He probably watches more than all of us combined. So
Yeah.
In May, I hope it's in my mouth. I just feel like North Carolina, the days of North Carolina and Duke are over with.
That's tough. That's a tough look. Right on the old record.
Jay, you should have held the article up there for a little bit. Man,
wait, can you put the article back on? I didn't see it.
I can.
I still think the days are over.
Yikes! What did I just do? There we go.
Right there. Sends Coach K into retirement.
Damn.
That was a crazy run.
Who
That
won
was a
it all
great-
last year?
Not North Carolina.
They took an L in the final.
Yeah, they lost the final to Kansas.
Yeah, Bill Self.
I've gotten more into college basketball this year. I'll put that out there as a statement.
Well, UConn's the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah,
right?
UConn's awesome. Houston's really
My
good.
Huskies.
Yeah, I think I'm a Husky on the low, but we'll see.
I
All
was
right.
such a big UConn basketball fan growing up.
So was I.
The old Shabazz Napier, Kemba Walker, like the Kemba Walker at the
Dude,
Garden.
Mecca Okafor times. Yeah.
Charlie
Do you remember-
Villanueva.
Do you remember that like
Ben
5
Gordon.
overtime game against Syracuse at the Garden? or
Of
4?
course.
Yes, I
was
do
with my
remember that,
buddy.
Jay.
Crazy.
I was with my buddy who was a huge Syracuse fan. We were in high school being absolute degenerates. And at the end of every overtime, we chugged a beer for the fuck of it. That game went late, and it was like midweek. We were just being degenerates.
Shout out being in college.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right, so we do a lot of Q&A with our Facebook group. Shout out to the Facebook group. And sometimes you guys, I mean, we did rapid fire on this one. This is tough to watch.
I don't even know what this is.
Is Jalen Hurts someone people should
Oh,
invest
this is rough.
Oh,
Yes.
Tyler and I agree.
That's
Yeah.
tough. That's tough.
I've been a Jalen Hurts believer for quite some time.
That will go down as the guy I think I'll be the most wrong on.
I don't know. He could fall apart next year, like very easily.
Yeah.
But
He could.
They look really good this year. I know he's hurt, but they look really good this year.
yeah, he's out for the rest of the season, right? Or regular season.
Which is a byproduct of how he plays the game, right?
yes.
Yes,
So, like-
there's definitely that risk. I mean, teams figured Lamar Jackson out. Like Lamar's good, but he's not.
I don't know about that, right? He has like the worst offense in the league.
Lamar's been bad, though, this year. Like,
I don't
bad.
know about that, boys. I'm just saying.
I'll take him on the Jets if that's where you're going with it. I mean, he's a free agent.
Lou, who would you rather have, Lamar or Jalen Hurts?
Lamar.
Ooh, I don't know.
And I love both.
That's a good question.
That is a
I
good
think-
question. I like
I
Lamar.
think I'd rather have Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Lamar is like breakaway fast. I don't know. That's a really good question. I don't know. That's tough. But now
Hurts isn't going to win MVP now, which is brutal. He deserves it.
Yeah, I saw some
I
tweet
agree.
that's saying it sucks to see Jalen Hurts get all these people into the fantasy playoffs just to not be able to use him.
I'm going against him in the semifinals this week. I'm not rooting for injuries, but that doesn't suck for me.
Yes, you are.
No.
All right, Jay, what's next? Funny moments?
We're on a funny moment. So this was one of the funnier moments. Tyler, I believe, was in London. I'm not sure, but his Wi-Fi was horrific this week, and he couldn't. I mean, no matter what we did, we just couldn't get it together. And this was his Wizard of Oz moment.
Is this the ghost?
I dropped out.
Yeah.
Jack actually came into
I can
my
still
shop.
hear. I can
Oh,
still
wow.
hear. I just turned off.
That was a-
video.
That was a
I'm hearing
surprise.
In God mode.
I love this.
So Ty's in the background. So shout out to those watching on video. Can hear Ty, just can't see Ty. Some Wizard of Oz type stuff.
Yeah, we were
London
struggling
was
that
great.
week.
Yeah, that was brutal. I feel like Wi-Fi in general is worse.
That's a good opinion.
Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because we're trying more, but
My Wi-Fi is never good, it seems. Not even for this podcast, just ever.
that's what I mean.
And I don't even get fiber like y'all do.
I don't understand how that's possible that you just don't have good internet.
Yeah, like
It's Ohio.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
I mean,
They don't have proper infrastructure out there.
I mean, I'm rocking 300 up, 300 down right now.
hey Jay, please tell me that in this video you have the debate between Ohio and New Jersey when the first thing out of Lou's mouth is New York is this.
Yeah. New York is right there.
It's not in here, but
How did we miss that?
that's a good question.
I agree with you. That's a bad job by Jay.
That was an
If you're
all-time-
listening to the show right now, drop a comment saying Jay did a bad job. Actually, no, don't do that. That's not nice. Don't do that. Don't do that.
when we were in Columbus, Lou was on Zillow on Zillow or whatever that site is, looking up property values and
That's true, I was doing that.
available. He was trying to. He loved Ohio. He definitely-
You know, another thing we didn't get, I hope it's in funny moments, and I'll let you play the rest of it, but I won't even make a comment. There's something that has to be on here, but we'll see. We'll see if it shows up.
what's in.
I'm sure we got a lot coming still. All right, so the best part about the show, in my opinion, what always has me cracking up in backstage is always like if somebody tries to claim a W, usually you guys try and bring it back down to earth. So this time Tyler tried to claim a W and it wasn't happening.
Jay, Courtney, could you all maybe look up the date that we had our PC conversation? And I decided to pick a random middle of the road Ranger, and he goes on to have the most prolific
This
season
is
ever as
awesome.
a New York Ranger.
I know we're not doing this as like a, hey, that's the only guy Tyler picked to PC.
No. I'm a Ranger guy. He's a very
I love
frugal,
Lou's
very
face.
frugal.
I love it.
And like, hey, come on. Like,
Lou, you remember anybody else in that conversation?
Must be nice to cherry pick your favorite PC guys when it works out for you.
who was the other guy?
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Take it 125 million.
The 2029 comeback player of the year in the NBA.
That would be a big year.
Yeah, 10 years from now.
Battle. That means he battled.
If MPJ is in the league in 2029, I will eat my hat.
Oh man.
The craziest thing is in 2029, he'll be like 29 years old and
I
like
know.
probably.
No, dude, he'll be retired by then for sure.
Come on, bro.
Oh, dude. Michael Porter Jr. I wonder.
Lou's face during that was my favorite.
Is
That
he
was
out right now?
No, I think he's playing currently.
Let's see.
Actually, no, wait, I lied. He hasn't played in a month.
Yeah, that's a fluid situation. I mean, it's either been
He
4
literally
days.
hasn't played. Jesus, this guy.
It's tough.
we tried telling you.
A back injury is like the most obvious, like, gonna stick around injury of all time.
How did they give him the max? Who is his agent? Get him on the line. I need to work with this guy.
They gave him 125 million to never play. It was crazy the minute it happened.
Well, it says it's improving. If Porter Kansas said could return before the end of 2022. It's his heel right now.
The
He's
end of
made-
2022.
Yeah,
It's a
this is
heel, guys.
yeah. End of 2022 is like 11 days.
He's coming back from the like. It's a heel. People miss
At
10
least
days
it's
on
not
the
as-
heel.
At least not his back again.
He's been out for a month because of his heel.
He's got a bad heel. Like, let it heal.
Guy's got a bad tire. His back is messed up.
His family, like
guy-
look up his family history. They're all injured. Like it. I'm not even being funny. Like they all have serious injuries.
I hope he has a great life, but like it's
Can we let
It's
his
a tough
heel
one.
heal in peace? All right. Can we let the heel heal?
All right. Anyway, so I alluded to before, we get a lot of Q&A. There's 4 Q&A questions here that are fantastic.
Zach Hicks said, "Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck
Oh,
or
God.
100 duck-sized horses?" Tyler's off on
We
this.
just got hit with this question.
Ty just
I know. I just wasn't prepared for like. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 ducks?
100 duck-sized horses for sure.
That's definitely the wrong answer.
You know how big that duck is?
it's like a horse size.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like lateral movement, bro, 100 of anything. And
Brother,
once
like,
they get
they're-
behind you, like
they're
you're
this
you're
big.
cooked. You never seen Jurassic Park, bro? You know when there's a lot of something. You gotta watch 6 left
you're
and
listening,
right.
if you've made
One
it this
duck
far-
of a horse, you just hit them with a little lateral movement, throw them off their game, get behind them.
I am hunting a bunch of little duck sizes.
100?
Yeah, 100 for sure.
If you
All right.
never looked at a duck and said I could punt that duck, you're confused.
Horses are strong.
I stand by that answer.
It's definitely the one. No doubt about it.
Can I tell you guys something? When's the last time you saw a duck?
You-
I haven't seen a duck in a real-
depopulated?
No, something's going on with the ducks. I haven't seen a duck in a long time.
Well, don't.
Pigeons, now it's the ducks.
I'm still taking 100 duck-sized horses.
Wow. Why?
Because you punt them.
A duck is a big duck size of a horse. A full-grown horse. Are you kidding me?
It would be terrifying.
It could
Duck?
flap you away with its wings.
Yeah, you could not defeat that thing.
Bro,
Have you ever
what do you
seen-
mean?
have you ever-
run
have you
fast
ever
in
seen-
one direction, then
Jay,
another direction,
look up
then
the
you're
graph.
behind it and you get it up from the backside? Like,
You're acting like it can't move, like it's not a wild animal.
Bro,
Like,
you ever
have you-
seen a
wait.
duck move?
side note, have you guys seen this graph of like what the average American thinks they can defeat? Like 8% of the American population
Waddle.
thinks it can defeat a full-grown grizzly bear. Have you seen this graph?
No, I have not, but I'd love to see that.
We
Bro.
gotta drop it in.
First off, a grizzly bear is not a big duck.
Agreed. I'm still taking 100 duck-sized horses. For
They're
sure.
gonna run up on you, bro.
Yeah,
They'll
I'm
be
with-
on the ground, just like murdering you with 4 legs, stomping you out.
I'm with Ty on this because like ducks can be low key scary as they are. Like they're kind of mean, and if you had a gun, like and you wanted to just shoot that horse-sized duck, you could take that out with one
Take it
shot. But
out.
like
You
We
good
don't
luck
have
taking
time.
out.
We need to
Good
get
luck
guns
taking-
involved. Like,
Yeah,
it was-
wait. When did we get guns?
And if we're getting guns involved, like I want like
Any
like
weapon.
a AK-47
weapon.
from Call of Duty, and I want to just like lay out all the little horses.
All right, we're straying a little far. All right, so
Yeah, we're getting a little bit out there, for being honest.
All right. So meanwhile, this one had me laughing at the time, and it had me laughing when I was watching it back. The amount of respect that I get sometimes from the show is just
Deserved.
All right, I believe it's Shay Gregory says.
Next question.
Make a new section of the show called Jay Plays.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Tyler Lue had nothing.
Tyler cut that off one word into it. He saw it pop up on the screen. Next question.
Is that your friend, Jay?
No, I don't know. I mean,
Are you sure?
everybody's
Yeah.
my friend.
Oh,
Everybody's
geez.
my friend. Well, I will say this: Jay's plays did predict Geno Smith, but
He
Jay's
did.
plays also predicted that Josh Johnson would be the quarterback of the 49ers. So
He still
you win
might.
some, you lose some.
He still might.
No.
Brock Purdy goes down this week, and Josh Johnson starts playoff games, big ones.
That's true.
Listen,
Is he
All
the
right.
backup on the roster right now?
he's the backup. He got some playing time last week. He played well. He played the whole fourth quarter when Purdy got hurt. I thought it was my time to shine. But again, I don't root for injuries, so that's not my thing.
Right, you don't root for injuries, but you just need. a
Brock
backup
Purdy got
quarterback.
hurt?
Yeah, he didn't play the fourth quarter, but he came back and played the next game. He was fine. All right, so Ryan, well, we'll get into later on that he's not the only one on the show that has about 16 teams. But this question came in:
Does Ryan just switch shirts depending on who's in first? Doug from New Jersey.
Good
I
question.
think he's more of a second guy, so he can be on board when they become first.
Good question. Good question. Good answer.
Ryan, how many football jerseys do you own of different teams?
I
He's
have
not an NFL guy.
Gronk, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Teddy Bruschi, Andre Tippett, and that's
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence, yeah. Shout out to my guy.
Todd Gurley.
No, I didn't. I wore Trevor Lawrence to that.
Respect.
All right, so it's funny that Lou brought up the car washes because this was a great question from this
Which
season.
has Ryan done more of?
This is
Rip
fantastic.
Car washes, rip boxes for sure. Not even close. I haven't been to the car wash in 3-4 weeks.
Oh, this is when he said he goes like 26 times a week.
What's up with that?
On the road, got back from Boston, and with the Nationals so close, just trying to stay productive.
I like when Lou said killing you for your 20.
How many times have you been to the car wash in the last month, Ryan?
Once.
Like a
Do you
normal
slow
person.
it down during the winter?
Did we get in your head?
You should pick it up in the winter. You got all the salt.
Yeah, I'm just
Ohio, it's
busy.
cold.
It's cold. Like, just a lot to do. It's hot. It's a busy week.
Yeah, the vibes are higher in the summer for sure. Like you
Yeah,
get out
it's
of
like
the car
I'm
wash,
coming
you
back
can go
from a-
car down, you're going to play golf. Things gotta
Yeah,
be
coming back from a
crisp,
golf
like,
round for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For sure. Couldn't agree more.
The winter, you get a little bit more rugged. Sometimes the salt keeps you real.
Yeah.
I
Ryan,
have a
this,
little salt layer on my car. I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
just
That's gives some character.
yeah, exactly. So,
this
you're-
graphic you sent over is bananas, Ryan. If you think you can beat a house cat, you're mistaken.
No, I'm shook. House cats scare me, bro.
Will tear you
Yeah,
up
did you
if
see
they
that
need.
graph I sent over?
If it has its claws, a house cat will tear you up. But anyway,
It
All right,
says 17% of Americans think they can beat a full-grown chimpanzee.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like even like large dog. Like if you got Apollo in his prime, my old English Mastiff, like he would have messed you up.
Yeah, and 23% of Americans, 1 in 4 people, thinks they could defeat a full-size large dog.
Yeah, that's crazy.
that is crazy. All right. Anyway, we're out of questions, out of the question segment. But here's a great moment, and I'm not even going to comment on it. We're just going to run it.
But Tyler, last week on the episode, I specifically stated we're going to find out what kind of guy Tyler is Saturday morning at 9 a.m. when he gets off a flight on very few hours of sleep,
Fucking missed
possibly
it.
hungover, and he's in Dallas going through, not set up, walking around making deals. I said, we'll find out what kind of guy Ty is. You know what kind of guy we found out Ty was? He skipped
Missed
his
the
flight.
flight guy.
Oh, God.
I didn't skip the flight. Okay.
That was awesome. That was legendary. I will never forget being on the show floor in Dallas thinking, man, Ty's going to be here relatively soon. Let's go. I should get some content done. Like, I'll be able to, like, chill when Ty gets here. And no joke, I remember where I was, and there's a text that comes through. It says, I messed up. I overslept.
I believe the actual text was just one word. It was like, well, the first text.
I'm like, what are we doing, man?
I was crushed.
Just a little side comment. I think I'm done with like 7 a.m. flights. I'm just not interested.
Me too, by the way. Me too.
It's just not. It's a little bit cheaper. It's like you get there for the full day, but I'm like miserable when I have to wake up at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. It just is not a good time.
I love a 7 a.m. flight. I would just fall asleep on the plane.
I can't.
Yeah, see, I guess it's different because, like, in Columbus, there's never any line of security, and with TSA pre, you just walk right in.
Yeah.
So, like, if you're not checking a bag, you literally could get there 20 minutes before they board, and you would have time to grab a bottle of water, go to the bathroom, get on the plane, no issues. Like, it would be no issues. It's different for where you guys fly in.
Yeah, to do a flight in the morning is like a 2-hour exercise, no matter what. So
Yeah, we have one terminal in, one terminal out.
Yeah.
There's like 3 little gates inside there. It's easy. It's
The new LJ is incredible. Me and Tyler did fly out of there recently, and it was pretty fire. But
Yeah, it was.
it's still too early in the morning for that.
I love traveling in general.
Pro traveling as well.
I'm like,
oh, sorry, Ty.
I'm one round trip away, pretty much. Like one international. Like if I flew to London and back, I'd hit 1K on United.
Wow.
I'm gonna come up short.
1K what?
Like the highest tier of like frequent flyer.
I'm thinking about trying for Mosaic next year. That might be my plan.
What is that? The Delta one?
No, JetBlue.
Interesting.
I just got the first class, the first like level, first decent level on American this year.
Let's go. Things no one cares about but us.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying right now.
This is the difference between on-air talent and behind the scenes. I'm moving up the ranks on my Spirit. I'm all good with that. So
You do love Spirit.
I love Spirit so much. All right, so if there's one thing you guys love, it's the it's been 0 days since the last incident vibes, and this was.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute. But this was
He missed.
one of my.
He did miss a beep earlier. I didn't call it out, but since we're talking about it,
That's not. You're not wrong.
there
But
was a shit that got dropped. That
To
we
be
missed.
fair, that clip was from like March, so I saw that too. But I mean,
You saw. You decided not to fix it.
Yeah.
fair. The question is, will I find it to beep it out when I produce?
That's a good question, Jay.
That's a really good one. All right. Anyway, so this was probably my biggest mistake, and let's run it.
So we don't overpay for like a Pablo Sanchez. Not like everyone in the world would want that card or anything, but wait, someone submitted the Pablo Sanchez play and it didn't make the cut.
Oh,
That scares me a lot.
I
It's like
couldn't
literally like what our show's made for.
I wanted to put it in because I knew your post and I knew it was getting a lot of love, and somebody submitted it and he found him in his. I'll put it in.
No, it's too late now.
I'll put it in post production. I'll stick it on the screen right now. I'll stamp it on the screen so everyone.
There was like
can see it.
multiple irrelevant plays in that play of the week.
He found it in his parents.
Crush those people.
Went back to his parents' house and he found it in the closet. And he sold it for $100 and it was a cool play, but I just didn't think it had a chance of winning. So
That
Guys.
was one play of the week.
That would have won play of the week.
It would have been a
He
shit.
found it at his parents' basement, and he sold
yeah,
it.
and he even made a comment about how it basically
Isn't that
his parents didn't have to pay for babysitting when he was growing up
Courtney.
because of all the.
If you are listening, if you are the person who has that card, you got robbed of the play of the week.
You should get international.
isn't that literally what play of the week is?
It's like the definition of play of the week.
Courtney might need that takeover, but what else did not make play of the week?
What else did not make play of the week?
This is the problem. Listen, we just gave Jay a lot of love earlier. We're messing around. We're all having a good time here. The problem with not the problem, but one of the challenges of play of the week is that the keys are completely held by Jason. And they've always been completely held by Jason.
Yeah, I mean that guy
And
could have won.
he's ripe. He's ripe to be like, taken for a
Manipulated.
ride. Yeah, manipulated.
exactly. Totally.
Well, I
There's
mean,
a lot of backdoor action happening.
100%.
To be true.
there's backdoor action coming. Don't you worry. But oh, don't worry. But I might have robbed that guy at play of the year. You guys might have given him votes for play of the year on his Pablo Sanchez play.
It was found in his parents' yeah, you're making it worse for yourself, but it would have probably been.
That's an all-time type play.
It would have been on the graphic. It would have been in the hunt.
All right. Well, this next clip. Speaking of people who dropped the ball, I'm looking at you, Tyler and Lou. Ryan at the National hosted a humongous trade night.
My favorite people in the hobby
This is not fair.
did not show up.
I think you don't want to go down this road
trade
because
night.
I found out some information about people who got some special treatment and got walked into the front door while I was forced to stand on a line, which I was not going to do. With all due respect, I can't stand on those lines. I get nervous. It's packed. I get claustrophobic. I got to go to dinner. I want to play blackjack. I just couldn't do it.
Tough. I also was not there, so I can't give too much shit.
Yeah, I'm a Ryan guy through and through. If I have to, again, it's not for any reason other than like I do get claustrophobic and I get freaked out. If I had to stand on a line, I won't be there next year.
Yeah, I agree. But
Can we talk a little bit about that trade night though? That was bananas.
Bananas.
Like Tyler said it later on in the clip. I just had to cut some stuff out for because it was going to go on forever. But when you see people sprinting to go wait online, like literally like right when the National ended and that guy came on the mic and the National is going to be over in 15 minutes, people were legit sprinting into the hallway to get to that trade night. It was crazy.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it better next year for sure.
Bro, are you excited for your next trade night?
I honestly haven't thought to. I mean,
It's far away.
yeah, I haven't even thought that far.
I mean, we're throwing a massive event at the National. Card Talk, whatever that means. We did a little Card Talk Live 2 last year. It was a little dip the toes. We're coming with a vengeance in Chicago. A vengeance.
A vengeance.
Right. You know what? Also,
Hmm.
we should put on a golf outing.
We've said that. That was our
We have
original.
said that.
That was our original idea before you guys came to Columbus.
Before
Yeah,
Ryan,
we need to do that.
Before Ryan beat you guys in golf, right?
It might be the play for the Penn State Ohio State game. We do it Friday, October 20th.
Yeah, I guess start planning it now, but we can do it for sure.
Yeah, let's get the planning in motion.
All right. Well, speaking of the National, Lou's review of this food at the National had me dying backstage.
Oh, the egg sandwich was so good.
Yo, it was crazy.
Homie, the Taylor ham, egg, and cheese that they're serving over there.
Look at
is
homie.
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
With the bang bang sauce?
Oh, the bang bang sauce was everything. It's sriracha, it's mayo, it's mint garlic, it's beautiful.
Homie.
It was very good. It was a really good egg sandwich. I hope they know how good it was. I give them a lot of love every morning.
It gave like real life, like real like.
I think there was one morning when we were really, really dead, and me and Tyler were on the verge of going back to the room to go to sleep, and we had it, and our day rebounded immediately.
It was a delicious sandwich. That Taylor ham was crispy. It was good.
Yeah.
You know something? They got to make the National twice a year, man. We can't be doing once a year. It's just we got to change that.
I don't disagree.
I think we got to get back to Dallas one of these times as a crew.
Early January.
When in January?
Like 10th, 11th, whatever that weekend is.
The game, the Sunday where the Jets play the Dolphins to get into the playoffs.
No, it's the following Sunday, wild card weekend, when the Jets are playing probably Saturday.
When the Jets are at home on the couch watching just like you are.
I thought we were going to be in Dallas.
Anyway, in Ryan fashion, is a perfect segue to the next clip. Speaking of the Jets.
So I go to Jets camp yesterday.
What's the
Hot, sweaty day.
You go do two
Hot, sweaty
boys.
day with my two boys from home. Shout out Greg. Shout out Sean. So then I don't see Eli. I'm like, if I don't get this picture, I'm going to be really upset. I would have been devastated. It would have ruined the whole day if I didn't get the picture. There's nothing more awkward to me than me, an adult, like standing in a group of kids as they're trying to get autographs. And I'm like, hey, take a picture with my sports card. Like, what am I doing? Yeah.
Oh, good.
And he's back. I was so scared for a while.
I know. He's super back.
I was really worried that would have been my luck. Like me to a T would have been fully committing to a player for a PC, spending a lot of money on his cards, and then him forcing his way out of town within a season.
That would have been awesome.
Which I guess might still happen. He might just be being nice right now, but it feels good right now.
All right. Well, we got together in Miami for the F1 race. And this clip probably would not have made it onto the show if not for the fact that somebody commented that it looked like we were recording on the surface of the sun. So I'm just going to run it.
Yeah, that's true. This was weird.
All right,
Oh, yeah, the lighting in there.
Hard talk.
Yeah.
Ryan, joined as always by Tyler and Lou.
We should have went the other way, huh?
We're off to a hot start today here in Miami.
Looking at Lou, looking at Lou in that picture with his white T-shirt on, and all you could see was his face. It was
The white was tough. The white didn't help. That's for
Can
sure.
we get the production like quality, like just leveled up a hair when we go on the road?
Courtney would have handled that.
Yeah, Courtney
Okay.
for sure would not have let that happen.
to
Are
be
we going
fair,
to F1?
Vegas?
Everything?
Sure.
I mean,
we should
can
go
we?
to Vegas,
Let's do like an international race.
I'm in.
Monaco.
I mean,
Monaco.
as long as you're getting someone to sponsor that.
Jay, like,
Yeah.
you
I've
know how
been to Monaco,
expensive
by
that
the way.
shit is?
I've been to
Jay-
Monaco. I went this past summer. It was the most wild thing in my life.
Yeah, going for an F1 race would be crazy. If you're
banana.
listening to the car talk and you want a yacht in Monaco, can you let me know so we can come to the race? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll bring a hobby box.
Yeah, I got a box of F1 2020 for you for that. 100%.
I got a World Cup 2022 Prism box.
Wait, real quick, pause. Sorry, I know we're doing the recap show. Did you see the Mbappe get pulled out of a blaster at Walmart?
Yeah,
I guess that's blaster. The 3 that have been pulled have all been pulled out of blasters or something.
I don't hate that. I don't hate the idea of them just changing the rules and putting all the good cards in retail. Fry hates that, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
I'm sitting on 2 boxes.
I definitely like the idea that there being good things in retail. It helps retail have real value and real potential. And not everybody can afford a hobby box.
Exactly.
So
A kid
I'm
could pull that
very,
card out.
very much on board with, hey, there should be good cards in retail. So,
but not better than hobby.
no, I mean, but there's like a 1-1 Prism Black of that same card. Like, I think that'll be in a hobby box.
Mm-hmm.
Supers being in retail and black 1-of-1s being in hobby is interesting.
I could get behind that.
Anyway.
All right,
Anyway.
so when Ryan was in London, well, Ryan's become a bit of a Dave Portnoy, where he's the pizza review guy. But like
He told me he's gonna put this on here.
The thing that's really funny about Ryan as opposed to Portnoy, like Portnoy has no problem just if the pizza sucks, just crushing it. But Ryan's too nice to do that.
He's too nice of a guy.
So he took out some like he had some like gas station pizza. I've never seen a pizza that looked worse than this pizza, and gave it like a 7.7. And you can tell he didn't even enjoy it, but let's run it.
I did watch some clips of Zach Wilson
Pizza in fucking London.
Look at that pizza.
Yeah, that pizza was rough.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's horrible.
I don't understand how you said the pizza was rough, but you gave it like a 7.7.
It looked all right when we first got it, and then it just got progressively worse.
He was hungry.
Yeah, you gotta remember, we're 5 hours ahead in London. Tyler and I were, right? So it's 3 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in Columbus, and I'm like, I'm trying to eat some food, and nothing is open. So the options are not like readily available to have food in London. Like everybody in the hotel is asleep, and I'm like,
Did you go to Nando's?
No.
Damn. That's like
I hit
thing
Mickey
on
D's
weekend.
with my dad in London, and it was fantastic.
Well, that was the first night. That's when we were in for the card show. So like we were near the card show, so we weren't in the city. Like we weren't like where we ended up staying when Reg and I like explored the city a little bit more. So we were way out of town. So like we were at a grocery store one night. They were closing at like 11 o'clock, and we couldn't get an Uber. Like we had an Uber, like we'd get 4 canceled Ubers. I'm like, we might have to walk 2 miles in London with no idea where we are in the pitch black at night. Not a good
I gotta
look.
say, it was pretty cool going to a card show in London with you.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Do you guys want to come to Leeds? Come on. Leeds, Man City.
Is it locked in? Are you locked in?
I'm locked in.
When is it?
May 23rd.
That's the same weekend as Miami.
F1 Miami?
Yep.
Well, I guess that's dead for you then. I'll just go to London alone.
Miami F1 race.
I'm not.
Man City Leeds is way
I-
cooler than F1 Miami, I'm just saying.
Man City Leeds is dope. Leeds is super dope. I can see myself going.
Hold on.
All right.
All right, before we talk too much more about Leeds, because we'll have plenty of opportunity for that in a little while, this season was probably best well known for 2 incidents. Ryan dropped a card in his break with
Oh, the
Gary.
VeeFriends card.
Lou,
And-
FYI, it's actually not. It's a different weekend. Sorry.
Okay,
we
that's
might
good, that's
be on,
good.
We might be on for Leeds. Sorry, Jay.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
good.
And I dropped a card, both valuable cards, but let's watch the recaps of how that all went down.
Oh God, be very careful, right? That is 100% a Gary pull away.
Why did he do that?
Oh, Ryan? I don't know.
The handoff was so.
Card drop was Ryan's fault, and what percent was Gary's fault?
99% Ryan. 1%
Watch
Fuck,
video. Fuck Lou. Golly,
You tell
that's
me.
terrible.
You know, just
Who
give it away.
hesitated?
He said 99%
Gary
Ryan.
Watch the video.
Gary yanked because you hesitated.
Yo, that's crazy.
Gary's pull away, as far as I'm concerned, was not a problem. But some people would say it was a problem.
Ryan, did you grade that card? What grade did it get?
No, that one's not great.
2.5.
Was it cooked? Was it smoked? Was it like bad?
I would have to check. I'll get a picture of it and see. I honestly don't remember. I know
Yeah,
right
a
where it's
little
at,
ding.
but I don't know.
Got it hanging in his office.
There was a ding.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna run it.
The most infamous drop of the year, though.
This is by far the most infamous drop.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Yo, that was one of my favorite moments
Ever.
of the entire year.
Yes.
Cards or not cards.
Oh God.
That
Maybe
was
A lot of embarrassing things of me from today on tape as well, but
But nothing
Lou
as
did say that.
embarrassing as Jay fumbling a $300 Michael Jordan card for sure.
Yo,
We haven't talked about that yet. Really.
That's
Yeah.
all time,
yeah.
right? And the thing is, there wasn't any debate on like did Ryan or Gary drop it. It was just
There wasn't debate then either.
yeah, it was just yeah, no, Gary fumbled it.
But
That's
All
tough.
right. Run this.
this is gonna be fucked up because it's gonna seem like I'm a flip flop, but I'm not. I never committed to the one
Go
team.
ahead and play this one, Jay.
There's 4 clips. I'm just gonna let it
There's
run.
4 clips. Jesus.
4 because it goes in progressive order, and you better. This is tough look, Lou.
Damn it.
Soccer team. I'm deciding to commit. I need a soccer team below the Premier League.
Okay.
Sheffield lost. That hurt me. I was really leaning that way.
Mhm.
So I'm trying to make a decision. I'm gonna get in the mix. I want to have like a random little soccer team that I like. Okay, so I know what my top 3. I know what my top 3 is. Number 1, I think, is West Brom. I'm really hot on West Brom, and I had a couple people roll up on me, including Hitman. Shout out to Hitman Collects, who came up to me this weekend. I'm really into Sheffield. I think that like really fits my vibe very, very well.
It does.
And I also really like Nottingham. That's another good one too. My decision's made.
Can we announce the decision right now?
Yeah, on the Sheffield.
Wait,
guy,
this is
for
signing
sure.
days. Can I be the All right.
This
Lou
is
Janu
bullshit. This is not fair.
Is going to pick an English soccer championship team live here on Whatnot.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me?
I said Whatnot.
Card talk.
Sorry, I'm so used to going live on Whatnot. Take 2.
I mean, you better PayPal the man after that.
Yeah, what's up, bro? Like, throw the bag.
But Lou is going to pick a soccer championship team.
Anyway, the answer is Sheffield. Sheffield United is the squad.
Here we
One of the
go.
things on this list here is Lou's leads. I mean, are we serious with this? What kind of propaganda do we have going on here? I mean, my man Lou had an entire team for 2 months and just like, you know what? Nah.
Listen.
Oh, great. Okay, we can rebound here. I'll say this: the reason why I switch is purely because of the America factor. If there wasn't the America factor, I would have stayed true.
Yeah.
They're America's team.
Oh, yeah, and I respect it.
If the Buckeye QB Joe Burrow wasn't on the Bengals, I would still be a Patriots fan.
What?
I just root for my Buckeyes.
He left you.
No, I mean he graduated from Ohio State. Joe Burrow and
I'm
I
not doing this.
have that in common.
Yeah.
Remember?
Whatever.
Yo. Joe Burrow is not an Ohio State player.
Oh my god.
He graduated from.
So is
university
Jameson Williams,
like I
right?
did. He graduated like I did.
Oh my god. Whatever.
I'll accept it.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's the holiday season.
I'll accept it. If you're an alumni, you're an alum. If you're an alum, you're an alum. He can go to an alum dinner and run into Joe Burrow there. I mean, I feel like it's fair.
If
I
Joe
agree.
Burrow's ever at the same alum dinner as Ryan, I'll freak out.
He went to dinner with Joe Burrow, you know.
Did he?
Yeah,
I got to meet him. Yeah, this
wasn't
year.
an Ohio State dinner. All right. Anyway, so obviously the Yankees got off to a absurdly hot start where people were talking about them potentially winning 120 plus games. But then they went into a major slump, and Lou just could
This
not.
is my favorite content on Card Talk.
I know, that's why I saved it till the end.
Every time.
But we got a couple clips here, but this is right like kind of after the All-Star break. So here we go.
Ty, does your lock in on football have anything to do with the Yankees?
Collapsing in front of my
They suck. A week since we talked about them on the show. The collapse is out of control.
They're a little cold. Like,
I think they're like 20 games under 500 since the All-Star.
Oh my goodness, they're terrible.
No one cares about baseball at all except for me.
Ty, would you say 2029 World Series champs?
Here we go.
we're gonna get rid of Aaron Judge.
I don't think you are.
I can't.
Okay, and then this is Lou's reaction after the Astros swept
This
the Yankees
is
out of the playoffs.
the best.
This was a great day. Yankees so much, and I'm trying to be respectful to my friend Tyler.
Tyler.
My friends
You
who are
can go
Yankees
there.
fans.
I'm upset. Most Yankee fans have strong disdain right now.
Here he goes.
They are f***ing trash, and they were trash all year long. And I tried to tell everybody. I tried to tell you. I said it on this show. I said Aaron Judge is a loser. I said Aaron Boone is a loser. I said the entire team was filled with losers. Garrett Cole, loser. Nestor Cortez, loser. Josh Donaldson, biggest loser of them all. They stink. They stunk all year long, and they got swept out of the building. They got taken to the fifth game with the Cleveland Guardians, as we said last week, and then they got swept out of the building in their own house. They watched the 2004 Red Sox video against the Yankees for motivation, and then got embarrassed in Game 4. They suck. We're on to the World Series. Beat that, Jay. We're on to the World Series. The Phillies now we want Houston. We'll see.
That's spectacular.
I can't tell you guys how good it feels to think of the Yankees as like little brother.
The best part about that was even Tyler was laughing when you were like halfway through your rant. Like it was just an epic. Lose.
And they just brought back the same exact team.
You know what we definitely didn't get in that take though? Let's be honest, Lou. He gave you a lot of Jay gave you some crap. Like we didn't get the Tyler in March takes or in May takes when hey, the Yankees are good. The Yankees are good. The Yankees are good. I'm excited.
It's not important.
And then Tyler went on record and said, yeah, if we don't win, it's no big deal.
No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
He's not a real Yankee fan.
Listen.
You're a playoff Yankee fan. That's not a shot.
That's not true. That's not true. I'm a pre-new Yankee Stadium Yankee fan.
That's fair. That's fair. New Yankee
The
Stadium.
day they moved stadiums, my fandom died.
Everything changed.
So I identify as a Yankee supporter, but I've come to realize if I really didn't care too much about this year's run, I don't know if I will. And I was on record that Aaron Judge, that if the Yankees want to be great, they should let the man walk.
Good thing they paid him $360 million over 10 years.
Yep.
All right, so this is the final segment. It's there's just two clips of for some reason, we just can't seem to get it together with the equipment on the road when we're traveling.
We really can't.
And there were multiple of these of which I am constantly taking the blame. But my friend Lou down there always gets my back.
Jason, the producer, was asking me. He's like, "Hey, Ryan, need you to bring your You notice you can't hear it. That's on me." But I also mentioned to Jason, it would make a lot of sense if we asked the two guys that live in New York to bring a microphone, not the guy that has to travel and fly.
I completely agree with that.
And poor lighting again, Ty.
Clear, it's not what happened.
Did you real quick? Did you get asked to bring a microphone at all?
I will say this: I'm fairly certain. I could be wrong. Sometimes I make up situations in my head. I think I asked if I needed to bring a microphone.
Wow. So you were even proactive.
I'm Team J. I'm Team J too. He's got a good hoodie on. I don't know where he got it from, but it feels like maybe more of that.
Looks like he stole it. Looks like he stole it.
You still to speak without a microphone.
It just, we've just come to expect it by now. It's, Jay.
No.
It was on me. I forgot my microphone.
Oh, we have a special guest watching us.
And we have Adam Lefkoff.
Lefty himself. It's Mr. Lefty.
Lefty
Energy.
himself. Nice.
No,
He's
the mic thing, I think we should take responsibility for. We very clearly said all three of us are bringing our own mics. It was like a very locked-in thing.
When was the last announcement?
The last announcement
about that?
Last week's show.
Do you think that's a time to possibly forget something?
24 hours before.
That seems like a good time. I would have forgot.
Talk to me. All right.
You
Let's
couldn't make
focus in on between 3 and 9.
Jay, let the record
today.
reflect. I was there for you.
I tried again at the end, Jay.
I know. That's
Just
all we
saying.
got. That's all we got.
Wow.
What a
What a
year.
year.
What a season, right?
I was worried the Jays drop wasn't going to make it in there, but I was too good not to get in there.
Which one?
No.
Jay's drop at when we were the
Tyler.
Jordan card.
Ty, we also didn't get your epic collapse in the golf course. That was something we probably could have had on
That's
there.
true. That's true. I mean, when you hand me like a women's max flex set and I'm playing in some Panini Prisms and Rye is just like,
That's
at the
exactly
home
what
track
happened.
with the hand warmers and, yeah, it happens. But, the facts are the facts. What are we most excited about in 2023?
It's a good question.
I think we need to go hard at in-person stuff. Get back to Ohio for a trade night. Get to Dallas, little Bleecker Street trade night, little national, little
Card Talk
F1,
Live.
Card Talk Live, little maybe Euro Trek with the gang.
Yeah, man, I think when you think about it, we did quite a bit last year, though, like in terms of like a lot of events. Like we tried to go to Dallas. Yikes. We definitely tried there, but we did do trade night at Bleecker. We did VeeFriends live from the office. We did a weekend out in Columbus. Like we did F1 in Miami. Like it was a good amount of in-person stuff. I mean, so
You're not wrong.
not saying we don't want to double or triple it in 2023. I'm definitely all in on that.
But you're right. We were on the move.
I think you got to have an
Miami was great.
I think you got to have an F1 event in 2023. I think you got to have an in-person in New York and an in-person in Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to have an in-person at a show for sure. And then you need to have a virtual live event like we did 2 years ago.
I'm going to go to the pig barn.
Gotta go to the pig barn.
Xenia?
Yeah, Xenia.
I will say this. If you're listening to the show right now and you have an idea or a thought on a potential segment that we could be doing next year, let us know. We're thinking through different things to change, new things we want to try. If you have an idea, something we haven't been talking about on the show week to week, something we should talk about more on the show week to week or less, unless you're going to say don't talk about Ohio State and the Jets and Patriots, because we're going to do that anyway. But other than that, let us know what you think.
Can I ask you a question? When did our hockey take originate? Was that a 2021 thing?
I think
Yeah.
that was you in Dallas.
You know,
Like when
is
you picked up that McDavid ultimate
Yeah.
off of
That was a
Matt.
good one. Ty had that one nailed.
Yeah.
The Rags are kind of back, Ty.
They're kind of starting to hum.
Yeah.
They're humming a little
You
bit.
know who's not back is the old Columbus Blue Jackets.
They're trash.
Trash.
terrible.
They're so bad.
Tough scene.
Yeah.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah, they're real bad. I
Yeah,
think
it's
they were
tough.
last in their conference last time I looked.
They're the third worst team in the league. Yikes.
Yeah.
Devils started out 21-3, lost 5 in a row. Hate to see that. Lost the
Yeah,
Rangers.
they were going over like every night. I followed a guy on Twitter who was betting Devils over every game for the first month of the season. They kept hitting. Anyway, it's been a fun year.
It has been a fun year.
Crazy.
So are we taking a break? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, we'll be off through we'll come back in 2023.
2023?
January 3rd, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be in Colorado.
You're going to Colorado? That's cool.
Yeah. I'm going to
I'm gonna go
Colorado on the
Breck really
1st
bad.
for a week. I'm going to Breck. My sister has a place.
You're
in
going to
Breck
Breck for real?
for the first week of January. Yeah. Flying out.
That's
on the
like
1st.
literally the number one place I want to go on planet Earth right now.
Yeah.
Where?
Going down the first Breckenridge, Colorado.
That's cool.
My little sister has a place. Me and my two sisters are flying there on the 1st. Gonna board all week. The only work I'm doing is recording this episode, recording this show to kick off the year.
Lou, you ski?
I can snowboard.
Interesting.
Mountain town vibes. I'm so pumped. Fresh
Big
air.
time.
Little
Breck is a
altitude.
beautiful city.
I've never been. I'm really excited.
Interesting.
I am.
It's like my number one city I've never been to. That's crazy that you're going there.
My man's juiced.
I'm juiced. I am juiced about it. I love y'all. This has been great.
Appreciate you guys.
Love you guys. Peace and love.
See you in 2023.
See you, gang.